give you an appointment schedule, but because when we move the phone after, we lose connection. But anyway, what I was saying is, and the title of the video is when people track you down and you hate it. As a technician, I'm out here on the fields working, and one of the things I hate is to stop what I'm doing in one job so that I can take care of someone else's junk, because they found me, they tracked me down, and they came out to me. Now, I understand you need your stuff done, but I'm not the only technician in all of Sacramento, California. But the thing is this price. A lot of people don't have $150 for an hour to diagnose a vehicle, to find out exactly what's wrong with your vehicle, yet let alone for the dumb things that is common sense for any technician. You go and you tell them I can't shift. I put my key in, start the car, but every time I step on the brake, I can't shift. Safety neutral switch. It's a safety feature for you not to put the car into gear, but what I hate is when people track me down, and mind you, I'm trying to get other people's stuff done and my stuff done, but they come all the way out to me. And the thing is that I hate about, my friends, and this is why I tell my friends, I'm somewhere else, even though I can be right there in front of their face, but I'll tell them I'm somewhere else. Because I don't want to be bothered by stupidity. If I give you an appointment and you don't meet that appointment, that's not my problem. But if I give you an appointment date and I don't meet it, it becomes my problem. And I understand I get swamped. There's a lot of things right now on my plate, on top of me dealing with, my beast that needs to be on the roads. But on top of that, the other problems are, that people accept keeping their mouth shut. Because they don't want me telling I'm dumb, but they will tell on me. So keeping their mouth shut, because snitches do get stitches. But, it goes in through one ear and out the other. When it conveniences them, oh my God, they're like a parrot. And they divulge everything. Matter of fact, we got two birds across the street right now. We call them cotoras in Spanish, nashira in my native tongue. I won't go into all the other words that we call, birds, but look, I hate when people track me down. Bad enough, we're not together. My baby mamas don't do this shit to me, and when they do this shit to me, they know we're gonna bump heads. Understand you check up on me and everything, kudos. But when it comes down to my work, if I told you tomorrow, the next following day, and you go around and I guess you're driving up and down the block because someone told you I'm in this area, and you're driving up and down the block until you finally say, oh, there he is. Look, I hate when people track me down. Bad enough, I hate when my government does this shit. And I always do a fucking crazy Ivor. This is why I don't stay in Sacramento. This is why I live in Nicholas, and I'm never home in Nicholas. I'm either Lebec, Los Angeles, the Bay Area, up in Jonah, Fort Worth. I'm in different places because my machine takes me all over these places. Why my machine is broken down right now, well, people are now calling, hey man, where you at? I can come to you. Where I'm at is not a shop. It's a residential area, and it's bad enough that, I have to deal with, the house. But the other part that I have to deal with is the neighbors. Don't track me down unless I tell you, meet me here. Or come by, I'll take a look at it real quick. It's only going to take me, it was a 10 millimeter bolt, and sometimes not even then. It's just a clip, you pull back, put the new one in, put the harness back on, and off you go. And I understand that. I understand that you guys, you know, you want to, how do you say, spend less money. And I understand that. I get that. So you go and you try to find people like me, you know, that can do things per the job. And sometimes I sell myself a little bit low because I'm in competition with how many shops here in Sacramento? Stockton, Lodi. We'll go down the I-5 corridor from the top of, what is that? Olympic Valley, going all the way down to the Bay Area. Los Angeles. So I'm in competition with all these shops, and on top of that, I'm in competition with all these techs. But don't come looking for me when I give you appointment time for a certain time of day, because there's other people in front of you. I'm not going to go and cut someone off to put you in front because you're in a dire need. Well, if you're in a dire need, then that's where the cash comes out. Money talks, bullshit walks. We all say that. And in Mexico, we move things with money. And I don't care what you are. You guys seen, I got pulled over in Mexico, drunk driving, pulled out some money, and walked away. Everyone has a price. You just got to find out what that price is. And it may not be about money. It just may be an object, something simple, as stupid as sometimes I tell some of my people, well, guess what? You want me to fix this for you? Well, I'm going to swing by around this time, make sure you're there. Have some food for me. 2 seconds, I'm done, and I'm gone, and continue moving forward. If I can fit you in along my route, I will fit you in and squeeze you in. But don't come looking for me, and especially when I tell people, never, ever come to my baby mama's house. Ever show up in residential areas that I don't tell you to show up. Commercial areas, I don't give a damn. I got permits for me to work on any vehicles anywhere throughout California. Don't come to where I'm at. Don't call my friends or others to find where I'm at, because that is a problem. That is a no-no. I don't go looking for you, so don't come looking for me. Unless I give you an appointment time, we have business to conduct, and we're doing business. But other than that, don't come looking for me for stupidity. If I'm at my children's medical, I'm there for a reason. There is stuff again. All right, guys. So, the other thing that I'm beginning to hate, you guys know that I really hate when people track me down. The other thing that I hate is when you purchase property. Now all of a sudden I'm getting phone calls if I want to refinance, if I want to sell my property. I just bought the fucking property. You think I'm going to go and buy it just to sell it? Unless you're putting big bucks, and I mean, it has to be 5 times more than what I paid for my property. And even then, it's going to be 5 times more of its value today than what I purchased it for. So don't bug me. I'm tired of people calling me, do I want to refinance my house out in Fort Worth, Texas? And I keep telling them, no. I just fucking purchased it so that I can move my family out of California into Texas. When the grid goes down, at least I have a place where I can run to. But I keep getting calls if I want to sell the house out in Texas. I want to sell the house out in Jonah. Can I get a buyer out for someone out in Jonah? I'm trying to sell 6.4 acres of land out there. And I'm asking for its asking price. You got beachfront property. You got ocean-side view. You got all of this natural habitat around you. I live up in the woods. So you got all this beauty around you. I've been trying to sell that place for 2 years now. and I can't get a buyer. But for fucking Fort Worth, Texas, for a little piece of shit town out there, and sorry, Texas, and I don't mean it like that, but for the house that I got, for the change that I bought it for me, it's a piece of shit house. But they're calling every fucking single day from them to buy the goddamn house and the property, and I keep telling them in English, Spanish, Russian, Vietnamese, Cantonese, Mandarin, I'm not selling my fucking house. I tell them I'm part of the Department of Defense, and they tell me, oh, we're going to move you off the call list. Remove me off the call list. I block these numbers, and all of a sudden I get a new number calling me. And a new number calling me every fucking single day from 4 o'clock PST time in AM in the morning all the way up to 3 o'clock in the morning. Do I want to sell my fucking house? I don't want to sell my house. I purchased this house and I brought it for a steal. So you think I'm going to sell it? Unless you guys are offering me 10 times its value, its actual worth value right now, the asking price, then I'm willing to sell it. Because right now I'm holding on to all my property, and we're talking about land. I really don't care about the house. The house is nothing to me. This is matchsticks. Excuse me. Let me put it like this so I can tell you guys, since a lot of you guys out there, you know, getting a little bit upset, and the matches are gone. Yeah, the matches are gone. Well, anyway, your house is made out of wood. It's a matchstick. And I'm saying it straight out like that. And I don't care who you are, what you are, it's a matchstick. Japanese, didn't we do this to Japan before we joined the war? Come on, guys. So why am I going to sell my house that's made out of pure material that a fire can burn it down and the house will still stay standing, and whatever is inside I will lose, but the house is still standing? It's made to withstand a nuclear attack, and you think I'm going to fucking sell that shit for a fucking matchstick? My house in Texas is worth more than the house out here in California. We're talking about, matter of fact, let's put this whole entire neighborhood right here. And my house is constructed better than all these houses here. Made to withstand, 200 miles per hour winds, a force to be reckoned with. And you think I'm going to sell my house in Texas? Come on, guys. Think. I'm constantly getting these phone calls. I'm constantly getting bombarded. We're not selling. I'm not selling. I don't want to sell anything. If I do sell something, it's going to be on the market. And I'm going to go for the highest bidder, not for the lowest bidder. And that's what everyone's about. They want to buy things low so they can sell it high. The structure on that property is more valuable than all these houses right here. As a matter of fact, we can go down from Fern Ridge, from Power Ends, all the way down to Scottsdale, and add all these houses up together. And all this material together will be able to withstand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to sell this. This is for emergency purposes and for a runaway in case I need to run from California to Texas, from Texas down to Mexico, from Mexico all the way down to South America, from South America down to Machu Picchu Island. And then I can return home. These are the things, these are the events that we're doing. Unless you have a little piece of paper like I do that allows you to go to an area past Machu Picchu Island, going a little bit further south, and you have to have express permission from multiple governments to do this. You guys know me, you guys see my face, you guys know how old I am. I'm not playing around no more. You guys know that I have multiple citizenships. You guys see my channels already. You guys see all the passports that I have from all these nations. So what do you think I'm going to sell my house that I built to withstand whatever's coming so that I can purchase a matchstick? That matchstick, wood, matchsticks. You don't believe me? If you guys go back to World War II and what we did to Japan with bats and extraordinary things, you'll find out why there's so much fire going around and why we built our house out of strong material and fireproof material. This is cheap. Its only lifespan is about 20 years. And then after that, it starts decaying. As you guys can see, dry rotting, decades. That's what your house is. All these new houses up in Elk Grove that we built and everything, off of Fire Poppy and North Bibby, it's all garbage. You guys are paying that high price, but it's garbage. A lot of you homeowners are beginning to find out that you have to repair your home after you just finished buying it, and within a year or two. So if you think I'm going to sell my house that I put my blood and sweat into and poured a lot of resources into, a lot of materials that, again, can withstand tornadoes, hurricane, and a nuclear blast. Not exactly, ground zero blast, but at least, I'm able to withstand anything that comes. And the house will still be standing. No windows on the lower floors, and this is what gets, a lot of people. Why doesn't he have windows on the lower floor? Well, you have to climb up 2 stories to get to the first window. There's only a door that goes in, and once that door is locked, it's permanently locked. So, I'm not selling. Stop calling me. Stop bugging me. This is not me trying to sell anything, because I'm not in the mood for selling anything. I'm in the mood for buying. We have purchasing power, and I buy land. I don't buy the structure that's on that land, because it's garbage. We engineers know how to do things the proper way. Right now, this is getting me with my testicles are swollen like this, because every single day you guys are calling me in English and Spanish and Chinese and other people's language. Do you want to sell this? Do you want to sell this? And I don't even have, a sign in front of the house saying for sale. Actually, there's a placard in the front that says Department of Defense from the time that I joined to the time that I resigned. And it has Falcon Incorporated. So I really don't get why people think that I'm going to sell the house. There's no sign. Yeah, I may not be living there, but there's always someone going there every fucking single day checking on the property, and then they leave. Not selling, and not selling. Get it through your thick skull, get it through your head. Some of us are not here to sell, especially things that are value. Garbage, we don't give a damn about it. Matchsticks, by all means, go flip it like you guys always do. But this particular house is not up for sale. It's not up for grabs. It's not for nobody. As a matter of fact, there's a buffer zone. You walk away off the walkway from the street to the front door, and you step foot on that grass, your ass is grass. Let me just put it like that. We told this to all the cops. Every agent that comes down over there, you better walk on that sidewalk and not step off that path, because if you step off that path, now you're trespassing, and you will be dealt with extreme prejudice. And we don't care about skin color. We don't care about your shield. We don't care about your seat of power. We don't care about none of that. The authorization has been given. Do not walk on my property. Zone 1, okay. Zone 2, not okay. Zone 3, you're going to get shot at. And we use Tunson and fully automatic weapons. We're not here with this California bullshit and them trying to, no. We are armed to the teeth. So stay away from the property. Do not take pictures beyond the front. And if you step foot on the other side of the property, it's your ass. And whatever happens to you is on you. Buffer zone 1 is the walkway from front of the street to the front door, and that's it. Anything else is not allowed. Anyway, this is Mike with Pacific Tech. I'm not selling anything. I'm in the mood for purchasing, but right now I'm trying to get that beast back on the road so she can go make me more money. Why I'm down, like right now today, why she's down right now, I lost about $8,000. And it's not even high noon yet. So please think, don't bug me. Leave my house alone in Fort Worth, Texas. It's not up for sale. There is no for sale sign there. It will never be for sale unless I decide to move fully out of the United States. And for me to do that, something really bad has to happen to the United States. Final warning, stay off my property.